Hey everybody, welcome back to my Project 13, another morning vlog. Got some flashing red lights up there. I hope everything is okay. Well, we'll soon find out. Got a couple bananas today, some peanut butter and honey sandwiches, peppermint tea, and some coffee. On a really nice cool morning. It's a little cooler today, which is fine. And the rain begins to start to fall tonight. That's right. The rain is coming in. We haven't had any significant rain for quite some time. The fires along the Columbia Gorge here in Oregon are still raging. We had smoke coming into town, ash falling, then the wind shifted back towards the east for a few days, and now they shifted back towards the west, meaning we got a little more smoke coming in and some ash falling again. Not as significant as it was the first time around, but it's out there, just a tad bit. So the rain's going to help with the fires. For all the men and women that are out there fighting these fires, man, prayers to all of them. It's been a crazy summer. It's been a hot one. And it's going to be nice to have the rain come in and help those firefighters. And just locally, just get the rain in here and cleanse everything out. A lot of new subscribers coming in. I want to welcome a lot of the new members to the team, man. Once I hit 4,000 subscribers, it just seems like it's been climbing a lot faster than it had been, and I appreciate everybody that's come on. I want to just explain a little bit about myself. Obviously, this is my Project 13. This is the channel here on YouTube. I vlog probably more than I review. I do product reviews, smartphone reviews. I do it a little bit differently. I don't. There's always some sort of a plan in my head, but it never really goes that way. I just share my thoughts and my experiences when it comes to smartphones. I do talk about other areas as well. There's rumors and leaks. Again, product reviews. But I really like to vlog. And when I'm reviewing anything, it's almost along the line of vlogging it instead of actually reviewing it. And almost as if we were sitting one-on-one, sharing some coffee, just having a little time to chat about whatever it is that I'm talking about. And that's how I come across. I feel that sometimes that type of communication is better understood than getting too techy. And I'm subscribed to channels out there, and a lot of times they get to the point where I'm like, I'm lost. And if you're losing me, imagine what you're doing to the average consumer. So, I like to come across in a way where when you walk away from the channel, when you walk away from that video, that review, that vlog, you're saying to yourself, okay, I get it. I understand what this guy is trying to say. And if not, then leave the feedback and I'll try to get back to as many as possible. And if I don't get back to everybody, I try to at least answer that in another video. But yeah, my style is a little different, but I never set out to create a style either. It's just sort of what it turned into. Not sort of, it is what it turned into. And I'm just going to roll with it. You know what I'm saying? That's just what happens here in my Project 13. I'm just going to roll with what I'm doing. And I've been able to change it up here and there. I've taken in suggestions. The opinions shared by others out there when it comes to constructive criticism, whether it's the viewer, the subscriber, the team player. The subscriber is the team player. Okay, the viewer that just comes on by once in a while, they leave some constructive criticism, and I take that in, I soak it in, I take it into consideration, and I've been able to change it up here and there, but never leaving really what I'm set out to do even if there's no definite plan in mind. I just do it. I just roll with it, and that's what I do. And it's bringing in more team players, and I'm digging the flow right now. I really am, and I appreciate it so much. Taking the time to come on and watch. I did want to let you know what devices I have right now. There are devices in plan. Stay tuned, okay? Real soon, I got something coming in, and hopefully you'll be as excited as I am. But right now, on my desk at home, I got my Nokia Lumia 1520, which isn't going anywhere, my Motorola Nexus 6, which isn't going anywhere, my ZTE Axon7 that's actually in one of my jean pockets right now as we speak, the HTC U11 that's actually shooting this video right now, the LG V20, which is my daily primary driver in creating content for my Project 13. It is my go-to device right now in doing what I do here. Okay, those are my devices that are 99.9% going to stay on my desk and not go anywhere, not be sold. Those are just the devices that I really, really love, and I just don't see them going anywhere. I just don't. Okay? There's two other devices sitting there that most likely I will sell, and that's the Samsung Galaxy S8 and the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge. S7 Edge, phenomenal device, which you can pick up for a really good price if you do some shopping around. The S8, I had the S8 Plus, went to the S8, second time around, there's been some updates. My experience on the S8 has gotten so much better from the first time around. I've really enjoyed my time with it. It went to my wife, she gave me the S7 Edge so she could upgrade. But we got something else coming in that she's going to grab onto, and that's why I have the S8 again. And I'm going to leave it at that. And if you want to start guessing why those moves have been made between her and I, and why I have the S8 and the S7 Edge, well, you can take some guesses and leave some feedback down below on why that move was made, those moves. The switching of devices. But as far as the Nokia Lumia 1520, the Motorola Nexus 6, ZTE Axon7, the LG V20, and the HTC U11, those five are my top five, and they are going to be there. The S8, S7 Edge, they're going to move on. And I'm going to try to sell them here locally first before I actually consider offering them outside of the local area where I'd actually would have to package them up and send them out. I don't like doing that because I don't like paying the insurance and all of that, but if I have to, I'll do it. So it's going to get exciting. There is obviously the LG V30 that I'm looking at down the line as well, and the iPhone X. And I already have 3 buyers for that device. I don't even have that device on pre-order because it doesn't go for pre-orders until October 27th, which is crazy. And then by the time they actually get it out, I actually review it, I'll have 3 buyers sitting there waiting for that device. And it may be more than that. So buyer number 2 is just hoping buyer number 1 doesn't pick it up. And buyer number 3 is, well, going to have to wait and see what happens. It's crazy. They literally have the money, because what's going to happen is I would bring in the iPhone X, review it, use it for a bit, if I decide to bring it in, and then month and a half, 2 months down the road, I would depreciate it by a few dollars and then sell it. Because you know, when it comes to these iPhones, they don't drop in price, man. They just don't. So if I could take 100 smacks off, and you're only going to pay $900 instead of $1,000 as a consumer, and you are an Apple fan, you are an Apple diehard, and you're not going anywhere because all you're ever going to carry in purse and pocket is an iPhone, $900 compared to $1,000, yeah, you're going to wait and pick it up for that price. So, yeah, these are diehard Apple fans that I work with. So for me, that's a good thing, because then I bring the money back in for the channel. Got to go to here to Movie Madness. Got a couple Godzilla movies got to drop off. Love me my Godzilla. And I'll be right back. All right, that was quick and easy. So yeah, I've sold a lot of devices. A lot of devices have gone bye-bye. I brought them in super quick, reviewed them, and sold them. Because I have a lot of people around me that are looking for devices. And, you know, if I'm able to sell them for a little bit less than what you can get them in store or online, then, yeah, it's easier for me to do that, to be able to bring them in, review them for a little while, and then sell them. I don't like returning any devices back to the original company that I bought it for, whether it's Motorola, Lenovo, whether it's Samsung, whether it's ZT, anywhere that I'm ordering a device from, I pretty much want to keep for a while and review. Sometimes really I do a quick review, and then if I have somebody that wants to buy the device after I've used and reviewed, and even though I may like the device, I'll sell it to bring money in for the channel. But there's a few that I'm going to keep, and that's why I named off those top 5 as far as the Nokia Lumia 1520, the Nexus 6, the ZT Axon7, the LG V20, and the HTC U11. Those are just some devices that rarely come along. And I'll tell you something right here, right now. If I was to stop doing this YouTube thing, this channel, heading this team on my Project 13, would I be content enough? Would I be happy enough with what I have and not buy anything coming out that will be coming out soon? I mean, we got the LG V30, the Google Pixel 2, we got the iPhone 8, the 8 Plus I just went up for pre-orders, and then you got the iPhone X, and you'll have more devices from other OEMs. But would I be satisfied enough with what I have and just become a regular consumer if I stop doing what I'm doing here on my Project 13? Would it matter to me to not pick up any of those devices and be content with what I have sitting on my desk, excluding the S7 Edge and the S8? Yes. So for some of you out there who are considering upgrading to a different device because of that want, that have to have, that need, that addiction, but you have a device like the HTC U11, you have a device like the Nexus 6 that's still doing great. I know some of you have told me that your Nexus 6 are about to kaboot on you, because you've had it for quite a while and battery's dying out on you, and it's getting to that point. But if you have an HTC U11, did I already say that? I don't know. Or an LG V20. Let me tell you something. You got some devices in hand that are worth keeping and not feeling the pressure of upgrading just because. I mean, if you're happy and they're working for you, you don't need to upgrade just because. I mean, if you want to, you want to. That's your choice. It's your money, man. All I'm saying is, if you feel like you have to because it's there, but you're really happy with what you got, and you don't, and you're just feeling the squeeze, but you know it's probably better to wait and hang on to the money and use it for something else. Let me tell you something. If you have any of these devices that I have right now that I just talked about, the ZT Axon7, the HTC U11, the LG V20, the Nexus 6, the Nokia Lumia 1520. I mean, if these devices are all working great for you, we'll throw the S7 Edge and the S8 in there. If you have any of these 7 devices and they're all working fine for you and they're doing what they need to do for you, you know what? You don't need to upgrade. In my opinion, you don't need to upgrade. You got some valid devices that are working for you. They're all working for me. I got Nougat on my Nexus 6. It's still fluid. It's still powerful. It's doing the job. No more less than my Axon7 is. No more less than my U11 is. The U11 right now for me, until I bring in other devices, is my top device of 2017. And I'll tell you something, you don't need to upgrade and leave that device behind if you only need one device. If you need a backup, look for a mid-ranger. Look for something like the Moto G5 Plus. That's what I want to leave you with. Thank you to the new subscribers. I appreciate it, man. Thank you to the weather that we're finally going to get some rain to help these firefighters out there along the Columbia Gorge start to quench these fires that are going on out there. Thank you to the devices that I have that are making it work for me. And if I had to stop bringing in devices right now, I'd be okay. I'd be content because they are working for me. I tell you something. I am blessed. I am stoked in what I have and what I've been able to do here on my Project 13. The channel is growing, and I'm very blessed. Everybody have a great Sunday. Have a blessed Sunday in whatever you do. Shout out to all of you. Peace. And remember, this is my Project 13. You are my Project 13. I am out.